the fallout from what happened at the last episode is definitely going to be quite gut wrenching for the characters and the viewers because they had broken off. Chiu had come and taken his staff. Sojun just appeared once again. But the kiss and the fallout and the outcome of that could be something that actually takes them 3 steps back instead of a step forward to them discussing their issues and their problems. And I feel like we let's hope we get some sweet moments throughout the episode. It's because he saw such earnesty in him that the attraction was just there again for him.
모든 일에 솔직해.
Clearly a trait he really likes with him, but also probably has an issue with it at the same time.
무시를 못하겠잖아.
Yeah. I imagine when he sees that side, it makes him just realize the emotions he has for him. I bet you've been waiting a whole year for something like this. Just some sort of reaction from Chiu. Is that a transition? Okay, no, they're still outside. I thought they transitioned into the house. I was like, that was smart. It's just the lighting. This really does show just what there was between them. Now, is someone watching them? That felt like freedom. It's a nice house. Oh, I like how he leaves it right in the morning. Again, see the color gradient difference between both of them. And the first thing he does is go look for him. He's got this abandonment, but also these cling issues that he has. I guess he is feeling insecure because obviously what happened. I love again him coming out of the house this time in another color gradient transition. It's very well done how they keep shifting the gradients on this show to match their moods. Lost in your own world. Yep. It's understandable. So much is going on for both of them. And they're still not really speaking about the issues. Wrong name there in the translation. But, it's an Italian restaurant.
저기가 전문이네. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
한지호 사장님. 네, 저 연락드렸던 시골 식당 김종성 PD입니다.
Oh, okay.
연락을 받은 게 없습니다만.
통화를 하고 제가 약속을
Who
잡은
gave you
올라왔는데.
the appointment? Was it Sojun?
한유아 씨랑 통화했는데.
You.
한유아요?
잘했다. 잘해봐라.
너
She's so sneaky for this. She should have told him.
너는 안 할 거잖아. 그리고 나 오늘 안 간다.
I know she's caring for him.
오늘 누가 나 데리고 왔는데.
And we know who came to pick her up. We know what he's doing.
아니, 한 사장.
왜?
갑자기 뭐야?
그 한달경 씨한테 허락 맡았어. 내가 또 지연제가 있잖아. 갚아야지. 그 일
You mean
열심히 하고
for
끊어.
losing her child last time?
맛있어?
He's not stupid. He knows he has to get to this little girl. He has to win her favor to get the man he loves.
어떡하냐? 이 기획 뭐 나간 거네? 그지? 똑바로 좀 하긴 해보라 그랬잖아. 초등학생이네.
Well, that's really not good. That the outcome is not good.
나 혼나는
They clearly
거 아니야?
didn't like the
맛있는 거
restaurant.
사준다니까.
아저씨 비밀, 내 비밀. 그럼 아무도 모르지.
근데
This is such an innocent moment.
아까 한지우랑은 무슨 통화했어?
몰라. 잘한 게 있다. 내 손은 떠났지 이제.
머리 멋지네.
She's so
뭐 얼마나
sneaky.
가겠나 싶지만은 뭐 오늘은 해주더라고요.
Spicy.
바빠서 안 해주는 날에 나한테 와. 나 잘해.
됐어요. 머리카락이 중요한가.
She's like, I want you to suffer along with me.
그 원래 그 가족이라는 게 다 그런 거야. 당연하다는 생각을 한번 버려봐. 그럼 좀 편해.
Feeling the
엄마
smoke?
아빠가 날 사랑하는 게 당연한 거다.
Good at her
그런
face.
생각 좀 버려. 물론 너네
Here you go.
엄마는
It's affecting
널
him now.
사랑하겠지만 대단해.
그게 무슨 소리예요?
그러니까 화목한 가정이 있어야 행복하다.
But is there such a thing as
이런
a peaceful
생각을
family?
하는 거지. 뭐 어차피 내가 노력한다고 집안이 화목해지고
It's collective.
그냥 인생은 혼자다 생각하면 편하단 거지.
근데요.
Here
아,
we go.
바빠요. 아무리 미안하다고 쳐도 이렇게 와서 놀아줄 거죠?
He wants to spend the time.
너 몰랐나 본데 네가 지금 나 놀아주는 거야. 내가 혼자 있기 싫어서. 우리 재밌게 오래 놀자.
That is a big issue for him.
뭐 하고
he
놀까?
can't be
소금 놀이
alone.
계속 할까?
Too many thoughts in that
내가
brain
이번에
of his,
차를
and they're not
줄게.
good.
이번에는 루이보스 차야. 자, 짠.
But she also feels alone. That's a big issue she's had. They're looking at the restaurant.
이게 뭐 운명의 장난도 아니고. 네, 박 작가님. 지금 딱 보고 있는데. 아, 강서준 코코 교실이요? 그거 보셨구나. 네. 아, 안 한대요?
The background in what obviously we saw the screen behind him. Do not like the background there.
다 좋아하는
Do not like it.
이 반지는 그냥 밴드라기보단 이 섬세하게 커팅된 메탈맨의 포인트라서요. 근데 지금 이 라인이 좀 안 사는 것 같아서 아쉽네요.
Yeah, she's good at her job. She's literally saying it doesn't show up well. The band must be.
그리고 평평한 반지를 밴드라고
Yeah,
하거든요. 근데 지금 보시면 여기 메탈 보석이랑
she knows what she's doing.
라인이
아, 오케이. 그럼 여기 라인 좀 살게 색보정으로 여기를 좀 죽이고요. 여기를 좀 살릴게요.
네.
Okay. Right, in the area that you're supposed to be concentrating on.
강서준 씨 멋지네요.
팀장님 의견.
Or she does not look happy about that. Her face. Yeah, she's got. Well, we know she's got issues with him.
아침부터 시간 내서 와주셔서 감사해요 진짜.
당연히 해야 되는 건데요.
그리고 왠지 싫어하실 것 같긴 한데
what?
회사에 자꾸 연락이 와서 인터뷰 한 번만 하자던데요.
What company? Is she applying for another job somewhere, or is this about 탕수준? It's interesting. He likes his freedom, whereas the other one cannot be alone. That's got to be a very hard thing in a relationship. But again, he could also be, he could be waiting for, happy that he's home, maybe not.
밥 먹었지? 왜? 왜 그렇게 서 있어?
Because he's remembering the past.
야, 너야말로 뭐 하고 있어? 누가 보면 전애인이 말도 없이 와서 이러는 줄 알고. 얼른 와서 먹어.
For a second, I thought the painting that had the light shining on it was the same background that he had when he was modeling in what we just looked at.
오랜만에 해봤는데 나 좀 잘하는 것 같아. 우리 같이 살 때 네가 또 많이 가르쳐줬으니까.
So they had good.
그걸 바탕으로 내가 이제 이 반숙에 도전을 해봤는데 나 이게 좀 어렵네. 이렇게 지낼까?
He keeps trying.
원해? 동의하는 거지.
He just comes straight in with it, doesn't he?
이렇게가
Wants to
뭔데?
break any sort of happiness in this moment. He's so afraid.
가끔 자고.
Yeah, he boils it down to the simplest form.
그런 놈이 뭔진 모르겠는데 맞나 보네.
No, you're not. You're covering your hurt, your fear,
맞나 보네.
pushing him away.
맞아. 똑바로 말해. 맞아. 원하면 그래.
If that's what you want. Again, that's not a definitive answer.
파트너라고 하나? 왜? 캠핑카에서 밥 먹기 힘들 텐데 여기서 먹고 가. 자고 와도 되고.
Should you be doing this? Should you be saying this to him? With everything that's gone on, you're gonna give him really mixed
근데
messages.
이건 좀 짜다. 또 조금씩 안 넣고 한 번에 막. 그만해. 됐어, 그만해. 뭘 그만할까?
He's doing it again.
내가 진짜 너한테 이 정도밖에 안 돼?
No, you mean a lot to him.
차라리 실수를 했다 그러지. 내가 그 말 안 들으려고 지금 오늘 하루. 대답해봐. 네가 이딴 식으로 행동하고 그냥 더럽게 끝내도 넌 괜찮냐니까?
If it means protecting himself and protecting you.
야, 연기를 할 거면 끝까지 제대로 하든가. 야, 넌 그냥 솔직하지 못한 거야. 솔직하기 싫든가. 난 네 말 안 믿을 거야. 편할 대로 생각해.
There you go again. He
맨날
just
그래왔잖아.
wants honesty. Oh, both of them.
나는 앞으로도 네 애인 같은 거 할 생각 없어.
Ouch. I knew there was going to be heartbreak. Hurt.
그래. 야, 그러자 그럼. 매일 밤 11시 여기서. 어때?
This is just a recipe for disaster.
앞으로 그런 말은 하지 마. 갈게.
It's in his moments of silence that I feel like you really see how he feels. Because after this incident, Chiyu.
Shut up. Emily, Sarah, stop.
Emily, Sarah, both of you shut up.
다 가라 다 가. 나도 영어 싫거든.
That's why he was going to speak it before. But yeah, Gio's like little catch the little moments where he genuinely does have a reaction, and you'll see.
술 먹고 싶어요?
네, 한 잔 말아주시겠어요?
These two together, let's see.
아까는 무시하고 가시더니 여러모로 정이 많은 동네네요.
But it's a very rural
아,
place. They're going to
제가
be
원래
quite closed
외로운
off.
사람을 보면 쉽게 지나치지 못해요.
누가 외롭대요?
Because you're drinking that much with your face on the
토요일에 뭐
bottles.
하세요?
왜요?
그 시간 괜찮으시면 저랑 같이 여기서 뭘 좀.
아 잠깐만.
Here's his
뭐야?
jealousy.
아 이쪽 동네 뭐 다 그렇고 또 그런 건가? 아니 그쪽이 아메리칸 마인드라고 치고 한지윤은 진짜 뭐 요리 배우면서 진짜 이탈리아 마인드라고 배운 거야 뭐야?
I mean, that's not how it
죄송한데요.
works.
제가 좀 잘생기고 뭐 타고난 게 많고 그래도요 굉장히 지고지순한 스타일이에요. 미안해요.
Uh-huh.
저녁에 불장난 끝냈어요. 갈길 가세요.
Wait, she didn't do anything. She was genuinely just asking. He's so insecure around her.
아니, 저도 진짜 죄송하지만 제가 만약 김연경 선수가 날린 스파이크를 받으려다 잘못해서 다른 선수랑 머리를 받아 쓰러지더라도 그쪽은 제 스타일이.
Yeah, it's very clear she has no attraction to you. you were competing
팬이신가 보네.
with her at one point.
아,
Trust me, she's not a fan.
그럴 수 있어요.
많이 사셨네.
There's arrogance
그만 드세요.
there about a fan.
그만 드세요.
I mean, if you met him in these instances, you wouldn't be a fan. Oh, here comes the charge.
야, 너 대체 왜 그랬냐? 어? 야, 내가 진짜 이해가 안 가서 그래. 야, 내가 이 나이에 아니야 됐어. 그냥 없던 일로 하자. 그게 낫겠다.
It's a mess.
장난 똥 때리나? 아니 우리끼리 언제 다 치우노?
Now, this must be what she was asking about on Saturday.
진짜 오늘 날
She's trying to include him in this.
달라는 거야. 엄마 끔찍하다.
떴다 떴어 됐다 됐어 떴다 됐다 아 반가워요. 오늘 이렇게 안개도 껴서 분위기도 좋고
I do wish he would stop
좋은 일
coming
하는
in,
거에서 좋은
like
사람을
singing and bright.
만나고
It's
왔습니다.
clearly him being
멋지고
fake.
돈 많고 일 잘하는 친구로. 안녕하세요.
He's so embarrassed. Oh, so
뭔가 사는 소리.
she did tell him to. Okay,
아니요 진짜.
okay.
나 진짜 그것만 아니었어도 진짜.
역시 김 대표. 직원을 대신해서 대표가 딱.
백호미는 하필.
She's trying here really hard.
일이 있다고. 어디부터 하면 되는 거예요?
Like, did you
오늘
tell
다들
him to?
도와주셔서 너무 감사해요.
뭐 차린 게 많진 않지만 서울에서 오기도 했고 많이 드세요. 아 얼음 좀 갖고 올게요.
I wonder how long it takes them to get there, because it took a while in the first episode to drive down. So, yeah, they're driving for hours.
고마워.
Is that another beer that you're having? Didn't you have a? Do you not have a hangover?
둘은 얼마나 사귀었어요? 꽤 사연 깊은 사이 같은데.
Don't do this. His little jealousy.
지우 전학 오고 1학년 때부터 한 5년 정도.
5 years. Wow.
서울은 20살 때 왔다며.
제가 학교를 서울로 가서요. 같이 갔죠.
아 그래요.
네.
그럼 성윤
Here you go
씨는
again.
그 싫어하는 인간 군상이 어떻게?
Ongyeon, don't fall for the
이상형
trick.
말하라 하면 쑥스러워하더라고. 네, 그냥 궁금해서요.
아, 자기 생각만 중요시하는 배려 없는 사람이요.
아.
I,
그 잠수
these two trying to get at one another. Sneaky, sneaky. She's not sorry. She knew what she was doing there.
안 미안해도 돼요. 괜찮다니까.
그게 아니고
Yeah.
일부러
Thank you for clearly calling him out. Yeah.
뭐 제가 자세한 사항을 다 아는 건 아니지만요. 그쪽도 사정이 있어 보이지만 여튼
None of your business.
잠수 그런 얘긴 좀 조심.
왜요? 잠수가 왜요? 내가 마음이 아파야지 왜?
그러니까 참
He's very inconsiderate because he's thinking only of himself.
타서 헤어진 거라. 알겠죠?
See? Remember that. Uh-huh. See, this is why he's got to be careful when he tries to do what he does, because he doesn't know their story. 5 years is a long time to be with someone, and clearly there's a reason it had to stop.
귀여워. 지우야. 시골 식당 출연 안 한다 했다며?
많이 먹어라.
이걸 어떻게 알아?
They were sent there.
털초대 MC가 서준이 형이거든.
뭐? 왜 나한테 말 안 해?
이 형은 이제 내가 원하면 한다며.
치킨 볼래? 괜찮나?
아니 야. 우리 아내
See, he didn't know.
레스토랑도 잘 될 기회고 좋은 거 아니야? 왜 안 한다고 했어? 사실 그거 얘기하러 멀리까지 온 거야. 내가.
잔이 미안해. 잔 좀 짜라.
She's doing it again.
죄송합니다.
아닙니다.
Nice catch, though.
치우고 있어. 술 좀 마셔볼게.
지금 이 시간에? 어디서?
레스토랑에 있잖아. 같이. 내가 같이 갔다 올게.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a good idea if these two go. It's so many things need to be sorted out. I do appreciate being able to watch everyone's reactions. I think it's very smartly done by the director and the actors.
그럼 지우 부모님 돌아가셨을 때도 옆에 계셨어요? 저도 잠깐 가서.
Look at these two being drunk.
정말요? 저도 그때 있긴 했는데 지금 생각해보면 어려서 그랬나?
I mean, you were young.
별로 힘이 못 대줬던 것 같기도 하고.
에이씨, 그래도 니 때문에 참 많이 괜찮아졌지. 아이고.
She started him on the path to find himself.
유아는 잘 사?
피곤했는갑다. 골아 떨어졌다 아주.
She's also probably never had this amount of people around her, the little girl. Has really needed that.
연애가 제일 어려운 것 같아요.
그러게요. 연애에 관심이 많으신가 봐요.
아닙니다.
That's a lie, clearly. Otherwise he wouldn't have said that.
원래 더 좋아하는 사람이 참고 맞춰가는 거죠. 예.
No.
딱 봐도 의리네.
That would...
내가 편해요 지금.
Maybe don't tell him to... Like, she's very honest, but yeah, he's...
눈 딱 감고 이렇게 질러보는 거예요. 어때? 도전? 내 너무 좀 갔나? 아 너무 오랜만에 술 마시.
He's clearly got his own issues in his relationship. That's why he's sad. He's sad.
할 말 있으면 여기서 빨리 하고 가.
피련이도 아직 질투가 나. 아까 질투했잖아. 다경 씨가 술 쏟았을 때도 나 쳐다봤고. 유리컵 깨지는 소리에 반응할까 봐.
So that doesn't mean he was jealous. He was concerned for you. Because of your trauma. No! What are you thinking about with the soft piano music in the background? Try and trick us to think something. This says Epilogue, I'm telling you. I'm always going to think this is their future. I could be completely wrong. Is he gonna fall asleep? Or there is always this sense of true intimacy when you reach out for your partner in your sleep without even realizing it, when you seek their comfort. And this is for both of them. So I was correct in there being a little bit of gut wrenching Heartbreak. It was a very roller coaster type episode, but I don't know how to really explain that because I don't feel it was over the top. What I mean by that is extreme highs, extreme lows, and constantly like that. It was actually kind of a steady flow in what they did. I really appreciate what they're doing with the looks. Watching people's reactions to stuff is going to be a very important first viewing, but I think probably a second or third viewing for people. Once you know the story, look back to all of these looks that they give one another. They're very important. They tell a bigger story than sometimes what the words are being said, and that is an issue in this show. It's people not really saying what they want to say, or at least the city people. There's this whole issue of kind of a roundabout way in speaking, and we're now seeing other people with their issues and what's going on in their lives, and it's allowing a nice little look into other characters, bar the main two, because when we got Chiyu and Sojun kissing, that was a very clear instance of Hanjiu letting go of certain things that he has, but reminding himself how much he loves that person in this moment, and looking at them like a moment, something about them that they really like, they really enjoy. And then they went through that kind of intense meal scene moment where they're communicating with each other in quite a harsh way, especially Chiyu. But you always can sense it's a protection. And again, always look at their looks because it's so important. But I will say this about Sojin. There are moments where he is quite selfish in what he wants. He makes it about him. And you could say that's the actor side. That's just him by nature. It's just things he does. But there's also a lot of instances, if you look, he's everywhere. He's a famous actor. He was on the beer bottles. So there's no escaping his fame for both of them. And they live in South Korea. And they're a same-sex, or were a same-sex couple. There's a lot of factors going against them to pull them apart because people forget that famous people have a life of their own and they want them to be this idol image of what they have of them, and people are very happy to break people apart, to destroy them for their fantasy of their celebrity to stay intact. And this looks like not about the fans, but just the general idea and reputation that Kang Soo-jun has with his height of fame is a big factor. This town, I think, could really help them because people here are very honest, and it feels like both of them need this touch of honesty, and this touch of honesty is that very blunt honesty that is actually quite hurtful and rude at points. But unfortunately for them, they need it because if they don't, they're going to keep doing this roundabout way or hurting one another, especially Jiyu's quite sharp tongue to protect themselves. But yeah, there are little things that are done, such as him turning down those people, but it also makes sense because it feels, once again, it's something being done for him. He's not earning it, he's being given it because of who he's dating or because of their reputation, and that could be quite hurtful, especially when you're trying to succeed and prove yourself, especially because his parents aren't here. So he wants them to he wants to feel as if they're looking down on him, or whatever he believes in, that they're proud. And he's achieving it without needing to rely on anyone else because they passed when he was so young. But yeah, that instance where the mum poured drink on him and said, "I did it on purpose," I really appreciate it. She was telling him, "Look, what you're saying, the reason it's wrong, there's a history between them, these two. There's 5 years between them. This is what happened." I like that because in that moment he was being quite selfish. This is about me, 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 me. forgetting that there's also a partner there, like even an ex-partner, someone there, and attached to him becomes also comes his past. And yeah, I like when he did catch the dream about the noise. There's little things that Chiyu does that really let you know how much he still cares for Sojin. I'm very much, I should say, looking forward to the next episode.